안녕하세요. It is 6:14 p.m., Wednesday, December 17th. I wanted to offer some clarification on and if you're wondering why I started in Korean, it's because I'm learning Korean and I'm trying to get myself well adapted to it. So I will just randomly say Korean words on the whim, not in this video, but in general. Anyway, I digress. So I wanted to clarify the video that I posted. I guess I'll keep talking about this topic, but I need to first start by saying this. The only incentive for me making this video is because I know it would have helped my younger, more naive self to find a video like this. I have no intention to name names or shame anyone. There's also no financial incentive of me making this video. I keep myself hidden, not because I'm dishonest, but because I have a decent life outside of YouTube. And I would like to maintain that. So how do I know for sure that something metaphysical was happening and that I'm not just making this up in my own mind? Reason one, because patterns don't lie. There were times I would know what this person was going to say months or weeks before this person said it. I know there are limits to logical predictions. I'm not omnipresent and I'm not omniscient. I simply wouldn't have known this. I would know things I would have no way of knowing, basically. Things that you just shouldn't know, like unless you ask the person or unless you do a lot of research, which I was a student at the time, so I didn't have time to do that for the most part. Number two, before this whole thing happened many years ago, I had good sleep patterns. Like, I was a deep sleeper. You can ask anybody who knows me. So I went from good sleeping patterns to sleep paralysis overnight. During this time, I had sleep disturbances. Some may explain it away as sleep paralysis, but I never had a history of this. I've always been a deep sleeper, like I said, but once we started interacting, this pattern soon became the norm. It became part of my life, but then slowly went away once we cut ties officially. Number three, love spell level attraction is not my normal. Even when I've dated, it was always a normal level of attraction. I never had this pattern of infatuation before. I never experienced what some might call limerence. In fact, I was a student studying web design. I was thinking about code, as boring as that sounds. I was thinking of graduation, but the level of attraction I felt was almost like a love spell, which this person later admitted, whether jokingly or not. I'll let you decide if it was a joke. Number four, clairvoyant dreams. For lack of a better word, I'm going to use the word clairvoyant. So that coupled with clairvoyant dreams I was having, it just got a bit strange, to be completely honest and unfiltered. So yeah, I was having clairvoyant dreams basically. And what I mean by that is I would have a dream and then soon after, the thing that I would dream of basically happened. So I was basically predicting what was going to happen in my dream. Like, it's kind of like you dream about your life and the same exact thing happens the next day. Like, it's actually very strange to experience that. Actually, it was kind of scary because I was like, what on earth is happening? I'm a bit cold. I'm not shaking out of fear. I'm actually kind of chilly because it's winter over here. I have the heater on, but I'm still a little cold. So anyways, number five, I had already seen the effects of witchcraft towards the middle of this experiment. So let me just clarify. During this time, I lost my dog and became very concerned. I was very worried about her. Since I was practicing witchcraft, I decided to use a type of magic to find her. I will not be naming the type of magic. We found her 3 days later, and she was seemingly okay. Until I had a nightmare. In this nightmare, there was a creature on my dog's back. It looked like it was siphoning her life force. Soon after, outside of the dream state, and in the very real world, she developed quickly a bump in the same area that the creature was in my nightmare. I won't say what else happened, but it confirmed my nightmare. This is where I got the term parasite from. So when I talk about energetic parasites or spiritual parasites, this is why I have that word, because I literally had a nightmare where I could visually see this. And in the real world, after the dream happened, in the very real world, my dog had a bump on her back. I'm going to talk about this in another video because there's a lot of layers to what actually happened. So I'm going to continue. So how do I know there's a chance that this person actually did practice witchcraft on me? I can't say for sure because I'm not that person, but I could say that there's a chance. And one of the reasons is because this person admitted it when I made a remark. Could this have been a joke? Like I said, I'll let you decide. What is it? Hypnosis? Was it joking? Either way, this person admitted to put in a love spell on me. And I'm going to keep this person anonymous because I respect my privacy and I would like to respect theirs as well. Nobody needs to know who they actually are. Next. So the other reason is, the reason why I know this person also practiced witchcraft on me, well, I'm pretty sure, is because there was a very specific type of candle that this person used. I actually saw it. And people who use this candle are usually practicing a form of dark magic. They're usually practicing a form of witchcraft. This is not the kind of candle that you would normally just find anywhere. And I understand some people like darkly inclined decorations, but this was not the case. I know for a fact that this candle was used in particular witchcraft, whatever you want to call it. It was witchcraft. It was just obvious. It was the type of candle that you would probably see in a shop. And I know this because I used to practice witchcraft. I know I used to go to these shops. Some may say maybe the candle was just decoration. I highly doubt it. Considering what I was experiencing, there was a correlation with the type of candle that I saw. Now, like I said, could this person have been joking? Possibly. So these are just a few things I wanted to clarify. And another thing I want to add is, I was going to bring up some fancy studies at the intro of this video, but I'm just going to leave you with this. If you think that your eyes never deceive you, and you think that your heart never deceives you, you think your eyes will never lie to you, and if for some reason you can perceive every single color in the rainbow and then some, because I'm telling you, if you actually look into it, humans don't see all colors of the rainbow. We don't even see certain colors. Our eyes can't perceive certain colors. There are colors that we cannot name. And in my personal opinion, the heart is very deceitful. So what I'm saying is, I used to be prideful. I used to think that the Bible was nonsense, basically a lie to keep people entrapped. I used to think that I understood the world and that I was just seeking truth and knowledge. I used to be that prideful person who would point at Christians and say, this person means well, but they don't have it all sorted out. They don't have all the answers. And they don't have all the answers. But I know for a fact that God is real. And I know for a fact that the thing that I experienced had already been described in the Bible. And I experienced it outside of being Christian. I experienced it when I was agnostic, and I never read any of those passages. So how could I experience something that was already documented in the Bible without even knowing that that's what I was experiencing? Mind you, it took me years to figure out what was actually happening. And this is even knowing certain things about witchcraft, even being a practitioner myself in the past, even being somebody who used to practice witchcraft, it still took me something. It took me some time to figure out what was actually happening. And like I said, I'm not doing this video to seek popularity. I don't care about popularity. That's a quick secret about me. I actually really don't care about popularity. Outside of YouTube, I get a decent amount of attention. I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. Sometimes I actually don't want attention. I get attention outside of YouTube. So I don't need to make myself popular online. I'm making this video because I hope that somebody who was lost and confused the way that I was, maybe someday they'll find this video and something will make sense to them. And I'm gonna keep posting these videos because it needs to go out there. And like I said, I am by no means trying to expose the person that I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name their name or any of that. It doesn't matter to me. I wish this person well, just as I wish myself well. But I know what I saw and I know what I experienced. And I know that the nightmare that I had has nothing to do with this person. This was actually my own witchcraft. So there's a lot of layers to what actually happened. And this is why I'm going to continue making videos. And I also want to say that demons or dark forces in this world, spiritual parasites, whatever you want to call it, whatever, even if you're new age, I won't judge you for it. But if I was a demon, or if I really wanted to deceive people, I would say that the twin flame situation that's going on online and that people are so excited about still after all these years, I mean, now it's starting to simmer down, I guess, but I still hear a lot of people talking about it. But if I really wanted to deceive humanity and I was a demon, the twin flame method would have been a great one. It would be great because you could keep people going in circles, spiraling, mingling with people that they probably shouldn't be, getting all these intense feelings that they normally don't get. Just confusion, really. Confusion. Confuse the enemy, essentially. Right? So you can believe what you want. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I know that maybe someday, somehow, someone will find this video and they'll be like, wow, I get what you're saying. I know what you're talking about. You don't have to believe me. Like I said, I don't care about popularity. There's a reason why I don't show my face on camera. Several reasons that I'm not going to get into in this video. But like I said, if I really wanted to be popular, I would change a few things about this channel. So if you think I'm saying this because I want to be popular, or you think I'm saying this because I have a financial incentive, which, by the way, this video is not monetized. 0 of the videos on this channel are monetized. If you think I have some kind of reason to post this other than the fact that what I think I'm saying is actually true, what I'm saying I actually believe to be true, and if you want to call me crazy or think that like I'm unstable or something, that's fine. But I know what I saw. I know that I had dreams that were predicting my reality. I know that I was able to pick up on information that I shouldn't have known. I know for a fact that I used to practice witchcraft. And I know what that looks like. And now witchcraft is trending and it's becoming popular and people are accepting it. And it's crazy because it's kind of like people would get more excited about me practicing witchcraft, even if they were maybe kind of reluctant, or maybe they felt a certain type of mystery or allure, but they were kind of afraid. But now that I'm openly Christian or talking about this, I realize that having Christian beliefs is not cool. But I never cared about being cool. I don't care about being cool. And at the end of the day, take it or leave it, grain of salt. Anyways, happy holidays. I hope this video made sense. And yeah.